Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Roberts. A deadly tree disease has made its way to the Northwest Territories. It's called aspen running canker, and it's fatal to aspen trees. The CBC's Tamara Merritt has more on the disease and why we should be concerned.
Aspen running canker was discovered in the NWT last year. According to the territory's latest forest health report, it's an aggressive disease that can quickly kill aspen trees. As the fungus runs up the trunk, it kills living tissues, which means the tree can't access water or nutrients. But some researchers are saying there is no need for concern in the NWT yet.
We know it's here. It's something to watch and something to keep our eyes on, but not something that is, an imminent threat to the to the aspen stands in this region. But something we're going to continue monitoring and working closely with the government of the Northwest Territories to make sure that we know what the state of things are in the forests up here.
Little is still known about the disease, since it was first discovered 10 years ago in Alaska and then in the Yukon in 2023. But what is known is that it could mean trouble for wildfire mitigation. This past summer in Whitehorse, aspens were planted around the city to act as a fire break. Aspen has a lower burn rate than other trees. In an email to the CBC, NWT's Wildfire Prevention and Mitigation Manager, Mike Westwick, says that aspen is a significant consideration in how NWT Fire assesses wildfire threats. He says they'll be watching the issue closely, and so will the researchers.
Most boreal forest ecologists would have said, okay, we're going to see more aspen in boreal forests as fire starts to increase, and maybe that will slow the fire cycle a bit because aspen doesn't burn as well. This creates kind of an unexpected plot twist in that then this species that seems to be doing really well in the face of fire is potentially being challenged by this pathogen.
There are currently 3 confirmed cases in the NWT. Tests to learn more about aspen running canker are currently being run in Waterloo, Ontario. Tamara Merritt, CBC News, Yellowknife.
The last results of the Yukon election are officially in, and the riding of Vuntagwitchin has a new leader. A judicial recount was completed today. Yukon Liberal Party candidate Deborah Lee Reddy was declared the winner. She won by just 7 votes over incumbent NDP MLA Annie Blake. There's an automatic recount when the top 2 candidates are separated by 10 or fewer votes. With the recount complete, the official results for all ridings in the Yukon have now been finalized. Reddy holds the only Liberal Party seat in this upcoming Legislative Assembly. In Whitehorse, a new state-of-the-art facility for biathlon is set to open in time for the 2026 Arctic Winter Games. Biathlon is a demanding sport where athletes race on skis or snowshoes and shoot targets with rifles. As Isabella Calisi tells us, the new multi-million-dollar facility is a big step up for the sport.
Biathlon Yukon has been training on this Grey Mountain range in Whitehorse for years, with little to no facilities. They have been using small cabins with some offices and storage, and have been using outhouses and porta potties in negative-degree weather. But come mid-February, this building will be ready to use, complete with showers, indoor washrooms, a rifle vault, and areas for athletes and officials. The federal and territorial governments are funding the facility, paying over $3.8 million. New access roadways to the building have also been built, giving skiers new overpasses. Everyone is very excited, but especially the volunteer coaches and parents.
I am so grateful and so happy. We've been lucky. A few of us coaches have been here 12, 13 years in working with very primitive sort of services here, but having this big, beautiful building, we are happy and so grateful.
With one Olympic hopeful, Biathlon Yukon is growing, leading to the group looking for more volunteers.
We're definitely growing, and so there's some small growing pains. And as you can see, because there's rifles involved, we have a very high ratio of coaches to athletes. So we're constantly having to work with coaches and recruit new ones, get parents involved. So we are growing, and I think we would like, at some point as well, open up our facilities to the public for public skiing.
The facility will be ready to host the ski and snowshoe biathlon races during the 2026 Arctic Winter Games. For now, young athletes are going to continue their training on the range for tryouts in a couple of months. Isabella Calisi, CBC News, Whitehorse.
Four Yukoners are vying to be part of Team Canada at next year's Winter Olympics in northern Italy. Nadia Moser is one of them. The biathlete was born and raised in Whitehorse. Moser was destined for the last Olympics and had actually qualified before a devastating injury just 2 months before the Games began. Moser says right now she's a front runner for one of the 4 female spots. In addition to Moser, Yukon cross-country skiers Sonia Smith, Sasha Masson, and Derek Dooling are also hoping to qualify. The team will be announced early next year. The Arctic Winter Games International Committee is upholding its suspension of Team Yamal from Russia. But it says members of the team may be able to attend future games as neutral participants. The suspension was first announced in 2022. It'll apply to the upcoming 2026 Games in Whitehorse, Yukon. The Arctic Winter Games International Committee says it's working with international partners to create a transparent process for players to attend future games under a neutral identity.
They would attend, but they would not be attending as a representative from Yamal. They would be coming as neutral, identified participants without carrying a banner or flag representing Yamal.
Rada says the committee is learning a lot through the process. He says once they have a system in place, they'll be able to respond more quickly if another team gets suspended. Hockey Nunavut has released its final list of players that'll represent the territory at the Arctic Winter Games. The roster for the under-18 male team was announced on Monday. One player from Northbeat says he couldn't believe it when he found out he made the team.
Feels pretty good. Yeah, I played hard. Everything went well.
The lists are posted on Hockey Nunavut's website and Facebook page. Hockey Nunavut released the rosters for the under-19 female and under-15 male teams last month. In Nunavik, the community of Kuujjuaq held celebrations for the anniversary of the James Bay and Northern Quebec Agreement. Tuesday marked the agreement's 50th anniversary. It was a historic agreement between the province of Quebec and Cree and Inuit groups who fought for the deal. It paved the way for the hydroelectric development of James Bay. The event was organized by Mekavik, the organization that represents Nunavik Inuit. Charlie Watt spoke at the celebration. He's an Inuk signatory and key negotiator of the agreement. The ceremony ended with a fireworks show. The latest coroner's report in the Northwest Territories says suicide rates are down from a spike in 2022. The NWT still has the highest rates in Canada next to Nunavut, and most suicides involve men. A men's wellness facilitator and workshop coordinator in the territory says it takes time and trust for men to open up.
It's a process, and grief takes years and years to unravel. But it has to be a consistent effort, and it has to be regular, and they have to know that they can trust the people who are holding these workshops.
Allen says he wants to see more Indigenous male counselors come from the North to better support Northerners. It's day 3 of the United Nations COP30 climate summit in Brazil, and security has been tightened after dozens of protesters tried to force their way into the venue on Tuesday night. Susan Ormiston reports.
This is the entrance to COP30, and there is a row over there of federal police vehicles. And overnight, they installed a security fence here with a sliding gate so that they can close off this area should any other threat or demonstration get too close. That's all because of that incident last night where a group of protesters mobbed this area in front of the COP venue, then pushed their way through the entrance, past the security screening machines, and flooded into an area just at the approach to the pavilions and negotiating rooms for the climate delegates. One of the protesters last night outside, one of the Indigenous peoples, had a little bit to say about what they were protesting against.
Nós não comemos dinheiro, nós queremos o nosso território livre. do agronegócio, da exploração de petróleo, da exploração de minério, da exploração de madeireiros.
The Brazilian leadership of this COP has said that they would also give Indigenous peoples a greater voice and that they wouldn't restrict demonstrations totally, as happened in Egypt and in Azerbaijan and also in Dubai. So there has been a promise to allow people to have their voice, and we will see a People's Summit here in the next 2 days.
Susan Ormiston, CBC News, Belém, Brazil.
The act of remembrance was given in English, French, and Inuktitut at Tuesday's Remembrance Day ceremony in Ottawa. Titus Alulu is a Canadian ranger from Pond Inlet. He gave the act of remembrance in Inuktitut. Take a listen.
Agago yung sok tawal dia negati. Sekiner nipilak pat. Talilak pat. Ulakut sekiner nuilak pat. The common apple. The common act tavut pigu jangitawut.
Alulu said it was a humbling experience to speak Inuktitut at this important national event.
A lot of people came up to me after thanking me, and there was an elderly woman from northern Quebec, Inuk lady, sitting close to me after I'm done. I went back to my seat. She was crying.
Alulu says he believes it's the first time Inuktitut has been spoken at such a large Remembrance Day gathering. Well, a day Catholic school in Yellowknife is running a new program this year, a land-based junior kindergarten class. Sarah St. Pierre spent an afternoon with them.
It's the cutest kind of chaos. Junior kindergartners feeding the fire, swinging in hammocks, and splitting wood at Welleday Catholic School. And when they get too cold, they have a brand new cabin to stay warm in. And when you're in here, what do you usually do?
We play.
Do you eat snacks?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite snack to eat in here?
Yogurt.
Yogurt? What about you, Emily?
Yogurt.
The cabin is also where they can do special activities, like watching their teacher gut a fish.
Oh, don't touch. So look.
What is that man?
The school launched a program to show the kids how valuable the land is, right from their first time being in school. Their teacher says learning in nature makes a huge difference at that age.
My dream was I'm from Delaney. I connected to the land and earth and elders community. And I know how it was when I was growing up. And in the city is totally different.
When the afternoon is done, the kids help clean up before coming together.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. We are strong. We are healthy. We are loved. We are good. Masicho to the earth.
It's the first year the school is running the program. There are plans for elders to come share their stories and knowledge with the kids as they keep learning about the land. Godette says she's excited about the end of the school year when she'll get to see how far her little students have come. Sarah St. Pierre, CBC News, Yellowknife.
Just the absolute sweetest story. A recent celebration in Fredericton, New Brunswick marked the launch of a traditional birch bark canoe. It was built by Shane Purley Dutcher, along with students from the Under One Sky Friendship Center. Take a look.
birch bark canoe on the water means that our culture is still alive, and that's what kept us going, because those are our highways. Those are our traditional highways as Wolastoqey people. We used the water to, transport moose when we hunted, to go gather medicines, to gather as people. Like, we always came together in certain locations on the Wolastoq because that was our traditional territory.
Well, they had a launch of a birch bark canoe, 15-foot, that was made by the members of this organization and in their On the Land program, so which is very exciting, bringing back the old traditions.
This is a traditional birch bark canoe made from one tree, which is rare these days, because to find a birch bark that is long enough, clean enough, and thick enough to build a birch bark canoe in one build without adding 2 or 3 pieces together is pretty rare. So we were very lucky to be able to find an appropriate tree that enabled us to build this canoe that you see here. For me, it's healing, and it's bringing back a part of me that I wasn't allowed to learn when I was younger. And it's something that was a disconnect from our continuum on this land. We've been on this land since time immemorial, since pre-contact and generations before that. So to be able to do this again, we're bringing back something that was outlawed. It's something that we couldn't do over time. It's something that wasn't supported by colonial powers. So it's almost an act of reciprocity and resiliency to be able to build a birch bark canoe on these lands, right? And to me, that's what it's about. It's about making sure that I'm able to pass this on to our next generation, because that's how our people survive.
I hope that we can learn a little more about our culture and try and do something at least as good as that in the future.
The interest is still there. I think our children are crying. They're crying for and hungry for these kinds of things. Something that's puts a little meaning in their lives.
While Ottawa maps out a strategy to fight the U.S. trade war, new numbers from StatsCan show Canadians are continuing to shun travel to the U.S. The CBC's Jennifer Lagrassa reports from the border city of Windsor, Ontario.
Canadians are still not visiting the United States as often as they used to. That's based on the latest travel data from Statistics Canada, which show that the number of return trips among Canadians traveling to the U.S. in October dropped by nearly 24% for air travel and more than 30% for land travel compared to the same time last year. This decline has been happening since early this year, tied in part to a souring relationship with the United States and a high exchange rate.
Canada is a very special place. I love Canada.
Despite making those comments months ago, President Donald Trump has continued to wage a trade war and has repeatedly suggested Canada become the 51st state, all of which hasn't sat well with many.
We love to go over, but, at this point, we're just not crazy about going over. We just don't want any problems.
I don't think I would be as hesitant to go over if it wasn't for a certain person and a certain political alignment.
This lack of travel is costing the U.S. A U.S. Travel Association report estimates America will lose nearly $6 billion from international tourism spending this year compared to last, a loss that is largely driven by fewer Canadians. One expert says this can have a wide-reaching impact.
When those visitors pull back, as the snowbirds are doing, we lose their direct spending. They're spending on hotels, restaurants, attractions, transport, etc. But this also has broader multiplier effects on suppliers, transportation services, local retail, tax revenues.
Experts expect travel to the U.S. will rebound next year as it's hosting big events like the FIFA World Cup. But only time will tell whether those will be enough to bring Canadians back across the border. Jennifer LaGrassa, CBC News, Windsor.
A Saskatchewan family is speaking out after WestJet canceled their tickets, claiming their 14-year-old daughter's wheelchair was too heavy. Helena Mahalik has more on the family's demands for better accessibility.
8th grader Georgia Nataraj says she's looking forward to a family trip to Mexico during February break.
I was getting really excited about it.
At just 18 months old, Georgia was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy. A 200-kilogram wheelchair helps to ease tension in her muscles and spine. And her family says they've flown with WestJet out of Saskatoon for years with her chair. But now the airline has canceled their tickets, claiming the chair exceeds its weight limit.
I was kind of a little bit sad that we weren't gonna go if we couldn't find a different way to get there.
WestJet told Georgia's father that handling a wheelchair of that weight is unsafe for its staff and it could damage the chair. And in a statement to CBC News, the airline says WestJet updated its wheelchair size and weight limits in its accessibility progress report of June 2024. But the family says they are confused about the timing of those rule changes.
As recently as 8 months ago, we were flying on WestJet out of Saskatoon with Georgia's chair. And so to hear that they're now refusing to take her chair on was disheartening, yeah.
Well, they just did it a couple months ago, so why is it too heavy now?
The family is still planning on that vacation, making an 8-hour drive to Calgary to catch a bigger WestJet plane that can accommodate Georgia's chair. But they're hopeful this incident opens a wider conversation about accessibility on airlines. They're calling on Transport Canada to look into this issue further, so people outside big cities can travel on WestJet planes with heavier wheelchairs. Helena Mahalik, CBC News, Saskatoon.
It was a light show to remember for people across North America on Tuesday night. The Northern Lights stretched as far south as New Mexico and Texas and into the north as well. There have been several powerful solar flares over the past couple of days, as well as geomagnetic storms. This is all creating the perfect conditions for incredible lights like these. And it might not be over yet. The Space Weather Prediction Center says the geomagnetic storm could continue tonight, even into Thursday, though it may not be as strong. Now let's take a look at your weather. And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/north. Thank you for watching. We leave you tonight with a special community moment in Iqaluit. The Amaruq Hunters and Trappers Association shared fresh walrus meat with community members. The meat was donated by local hunters. I'm Megan Roberts. Have a good night.